So when we talk about Social Security, we should understand that our full age for Social Security requirements, or eligibility, should I say, doesn't really begin until the ages of 66 or 67 or somewhere in between that. And that is going to be dependent on when you were born, and that is going to drive your full retirement age to collect full benefits. Now, in the case that you want or do decide to draw Social Security earlier than your full retirement age, you're going to have a permanent haircut from your benefit. And that is going to be either 25% or 30, meaning that if you full retirement age is 67 and you turn on Social Security as early as you can possibly start that, which is 62, you'll have a 30% reduction. You'll get 70% of your full retirement benefit at that age. Now, if you decide that you want to draw Social Security earlier, you also have an earnings reduction. And those earnings reduction is not for passive income like Social Security, pension, rental income, dividend income. It's about earned income. So if you earn income through salary or self-employment work, and you make $1 for every $2 you earn over the $23,400 limit, sorry, you'll lose $1 for every $2 you earn over the $23,400 limit. So in reality, you want to make sure that you don't draw Social Security benefits early if you're still going to work and receive earned income. Now, in the year that you're turning your full retirement age, the bar is set a little higher. That's 62,000 and change. But bottom line is, don't draw Social Security until you're fully done working. Now, once you hit your full retirement age, you can absolutely draw Social Security without any sort of consequences in terms of losing a dollar, a benefit for every $2 you earn. None of that applies once you hit that age. But prior to that, there is a earnings limitation. Lastly, if you decide that you want to wait on drawing Social Security till a later age, maximum you can delay is until age 70. That will give you an 8% increase each year, right, that you wait. Now, one of the things to note is that Social Security won't automatically turn on your benefit. I've seen people delay Social Security past the age of 70, 71, 72, not turn on their Social Security. And the downside of that is you're not receiving any increases to your benefits. At age 70, that is officially when the Social Security Administration stops increasing that benefit. And as you can see, these are the escalations to your benefit. If we kind of use 67 as our full retirement age default, and we look at if we drew at 64, that's the penalty that we get for drawing at 64. 30% would be the penalty we get for drawing 62, right? And then that starts to kind of move upward as we get to our full retirement benefit. Now, if we try to increase our benefit, we're going to increase our benefit by 8% a year, all the way up to 70. But again, 71, there's no increase. There is no reason to be waiting past that age of 70. So on that last slide, we said, hey, if you're going to be waiting, you should do what's called a file and suspend, because if you file and suspend, you will submit your paperwork, you will suspend your benefits, and at the latest, right, Social Security will pay you automatically at 70 if you've submitted that file and suspend application. Okay, so that's a way to ensure that you don't go past the age of 70 without starting those benefits. All right. People normally ask, well, what's the reason for waiting to draw Social Security till 70? Is it just to increase the benefit? There are several reasons why someone may wait. But some of the biggest ones that we see in terms of a strategic standpoint is not necessarily to increase that benefit and basically, let's say, try to benefit from a break-even age, which we can talk about here in the next slide because there are break-even ages, right? And so the break-even age for waiting on drawing Social Security at 70 is actually not until age 83, meaning you won't break even until age 83 because you're waiting to draw on a much on a decently higher benefit, but you're waiting to draw. So as opposed to drawing at 67, you're going to be not breaking even until age 83. So what would be the other reason then why I would wait to start my benefit till 70? One of the biggest reasons we see is taxes. So Social Security benefits are, for the most part, federally taxed. 85% of it is taxable as income, 15% of it is tax-free. So you'll see a small smidgen of that Social Security benefit show up as tax-free to you, but the strong majority is taxable. Now, there's rumors swirling of trying to make that tax-free. I'm just talking about current legislation. One of the reasons we see people delay till 70 is because they're trying to keep their income artificially low within their first, call it, decade of retirement, or less. And they're working on things like Roth conversions or things where they want to pay a lower tax rate on their retirement distributions. And they do that by delaying social and not receiving that income. Therefore, the distributions from their retirement plans, maybe out to Roth, are taxed at a lower rate. So we've seen that a lot, but but again, there's usually more than one reason to why someone's delaying social. It's not just like, I want to increase my benefit. The other, the other side that we see to this is survivor benefits. So survivor benefits are based off of the highest achieved Social Security benefit within a couple. So if someone is delaying until 70, it's going to set up for a higher survivor benefit for the surviving spouse because they're likely going to ditch theirs in replacement of their spouse's higher benefit.